Hi everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading for the heart and soul. I'm Cheryl Harnish. Hi. And today we are doing April predictions. What is going down for the month? And we are doing our two-tiered reading with cards and with charms. So each of these tickle trunks are packed full of charms, and I'm just going to dig out and chuck some charms and we'll see what before we get into our choices, I just want to say the live video last week, the live reading was so amazing. You guys made it. And I have to say, my sister called me afterward and she was like, Cher, your subscribers are like amazing. And I said, I know. She said, did you see how kind they are to each other and how supportive they are of each other and of you? And she's like, I've never seen that before. And I said, you know what? I know. And everybody says on YouTube, oh, my subscribers are the best or the greatest. But you know what, you guys? My subscribers really are the best. You guys are amazing. That's the best word I can use. So I enjoyed it so much. I'm thinking I'm going to do much more of the live videos. So I'm going to do another one this Sunday, and this is viewer's choice. And I really want you to let me know down in the comments below. I'm thinking we'll either do like we did last week, which is our spiritual check-in, check-up, or we can do an intuition kind of like mini workshop chat, asking questions about developing intuition and then stuff like that. So I really need you guys to let me know what you would like, and I'm going to get scheduling our reading. Just so you know, my personal readings are still on sale for just a limited time more. It's my Isolation Madness sale, and all the information is there down below the video. Okay. Now for our choices. So first part of our reading, part A of the reading, will be one of our card choices in all three decks. Just so you know, for those of you who are new to the channel, I am the author of the Divine Guidance, Return of Spirit, and Path of the Soul Oracle card decks. Yay! And we're going to be using all three decks in the reading today. Okay, so our choices are our Peace Buddha. I love him. I love these guys, all of them. Our Manifesting Buddha with the world on his lap. And this is the Prayers Buddha. Did I say A and B? Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. Okay. And then for part B, the second part of the reading, is one of the boxes of charms. So we'll say that this little golden box is A, the orange one is B, and I guess we'll call it the copper is C. So gold, bronze, and copper. Okay, A, B, or C. Now, as always, feel free to choose more than one trunk or more than one deck of cards, set of cards, and pause if you need to. And I'm going to get us started in the reading. Hi, Group 1. For those of you who have chosen our Peace Buddha, we will put him over here. And let's see what we have. Going this way. We're not. Okay, so we have the Love card. And I love that the Love card is out. I mean, of course, the Love card is talking about self-love, love of others, but a lot of the meaning with that card is actually about letting your light out into the world, like shining your light. We have rejuvenation. Okay, so that rejuvenation card is like a rejuvenation or restoration of, that can be physical health and well-being, that can be mental, emotional restoration, or even spiritual rejuvenation. Okay. And we have the expansion card. This one is all about connecting to people and like connecting to groups of people. So this is going to be interesting. How is that happening while we're all in quarantine? Oh, nice. And we have the receiving card. And I like the receiving card because that often, like, that's talking about becoming more aware of allowing yourself to receive here in the world, because we have a tendency to shun things away when someone says, do you need a cash loan? And you're like, oh, no, I'm okay. And they're like, oh, do you need some help? Oh, no, I'm okay. And this is about allowing the universe to use other people in your life to give to you and being open to receiving what is being offered to you. Okay. So I just want to get out the other two cards here so that we can really put this reading together. But it's interesting because so far for you guys, it seems like the month of April is an other people kind of reading. Like there's lots going on here for you about other people in your life, you connecting with the other people. I'm just going to, okay, there it is. That one and this one. Now I have to say with that receiving card, it isn't just about these other people making a positive impact in your life. This gratitude card is about realizing, or not gratitude, sorry, receiving card is also about knowing that you have a positive impact out there with other people. And that when we really open ourselves to allow ourselves to receive, we are actually giving a gift to other people. And I know that most of you guys here who are on the channel, you're naturally giving, and it feeds the soul to be able to give and help and serve and support other people. But it's just as important that we keep that balance, the scale balanced, in that we allow other people to give to us because we're giving them the gift of allowing them to give, right? So, this is going to be a really important thing that you're going to be seeing over the month of April. And I wouldn't doubt that either these are things that you're manifesting or have been maybe working on manifesting, or that you need, that, they're things coming to you in unexpected ways this month. And I like, for some reason, I keep feeling this sense of money, like that if you're in need of support, or even if you aren't, that there's something coming to you like on a financial support, or, like living, like some of the base core needs that we have as human beings. There's something about receiving unexpected things in that way for the month of April. And of course, that's going to be different for all of you because this is a group reading. Oh, nice. So we also have the dreaming card, and that's a fantastic card, because that's saying that you're really connecting into source here, and really a lot of the times you might find over the month, like when that dreaming card comes out, that your dreams are more lucid, meaning feeling more real. Like when you wake up, you're like, that felt so real. And you can remember like really vivid details, and there's a lot of little nuances. And it's important to remember that our dreams are literally direct communication from the subconscious and spirit, right? And it's kind of hidden in this symbolic language, but taking the time to record them, and to, just recording them alone puts it out there to your subconscious in the universe. Like, my dreams are important to me. I do want to remember these. And you'll find that the more that you do that, the more that you will remember your dreams. But taking the time to decipher them brings a lot of depth into your daily life, because you start to see things that maybe you weren't quite so aware of being played out in your dreams through the symbology, and really being able to make solid changes in your life because of the information that you're receiving. Now, the other card is the channeling guide card. And I love him. I love him because you see how his crown chakra here is just like wide open. And this energy is just pouring into the crown and out through his mouth, almost like jewels, right? And so with that channeling guide card, that's talking about, whether you are intentionally working your intuition right now, or you aren't. This is talking about being a voice for spirit. And sometimes spirit just uses us and we end up saying things that we don't intend to have any impact or meaning, but the simplest things start coming out of our mouths and they have an impact on other people, and they respond to, like, they're like, oh my God, I was feeling that, and now here you are all of a sudden saying these things. It's that sort of thing. However, there is something about this month being more conscious about working your connection with the universe and bringing through the messages that are here to be brought through. Now, this is also about receiving messages, because we have the receiving card out here, right? So this isn't just about you channeling, which it may be, but there's a big part of this is also about you receiving messages from spirit. And oftentimes throughout this month, you're often going to find it's through the mouths of others. And that can be through their spoken words, but also, like just coming across this perfect little blog online, and it's talking about answering all the questions that you've had. This sort of synchronicity to receiving these messages from spirit this month. Now, this is interesting that we have the expansion card here. And with that card, it's talking about working with groups of people, being involved with larger numbers of people. And of course, we are in lockdown at this time, but there's a lot about coming to understand that we influence people. And I really feel like, because we're forced into this time of introspection through this lockdown, that this is a lot about you coming to see how your gifts are meant to be in service to the world. And that I would say for you guys here in group 1, that there might be some greater understandings coming through for you, that you are intended to work with groups of people or in a community setting or with larger numbers of people. And this time is really about clarifying your path and what you're doing, and what you feel called to do, and that sort of thing. Now, I want to go to this rejuvenation and the love card, because I'll go to the love card first, because with that love card coming out, of course, the big message is that there's some sort of awakening happening for you around the heart center, because when you look at this, it looks like this big globe sitting here, and like this is the earth, and it's covered with this glowing heart. But this also, in a way, is representing you as a soul and your energy shining out there. And this is about realizing that the gifts that you have, like, they directly come from your heart. And, there is a very deep feeling of vulnerability when you go to step out onto your path and purpose, especially in this capacity of working with other people, because now suddenly we're putting this, whatever it is that we're doing, right? Putting it out there for the world to see, and ultimately for the world to judge and wait to see, do they like it? Do they not like it? You know, all of these things. And this is kind of talking about disconnecting from what the head has to say about this and really resting in that place of your heart with what you feel called to do and allowing your light to shine. And I feel like this month of April for you guys is very much a month of getting clarity around that. And I'm saying that there's clarity coming because of the rejuvenation card. So again, as I always say, wherever there are spirals, there is growth and expansion. And so the month of April for you guys is a lot of expansion, but I need to point out that there's red in the center of this fractal. There's red in the channeling guide. There's red in the expansion card. We have a lot of reds. And so, you know, with that coming through, I feel like a lot of this is talking about getting really grounded and really rooted here. And, you know, with a lot of our social stimulus being cut off at this time, there is a lot of focus on here, and that is a good thing because it's restoring your energy in some sort of way. Now, I do have to say, with this love card coming out, that I wouldn't be surprised if there were a person coming into your life, somebody that you connect with, whether they're like long lost or, you know, you haven't been working a connection with this person, somebody unexpected kind of entering your world. And although it might only be your digital world for this month, there is something about really feeling loved by the world out here, because this is a groups and people kind of thing, by other people. So even if this isn't, you know, your SP or special someone, you know, this is talking about, you know, perhaps through when you start to see that support and unexpected things coming in for you through other people in some way, that it really lends to that feeling of really feeling appreciated and loved out here in the world. And I feel like that's what kind of feeds this rejuvenation kind of energy that's happening for you. Now, this is only one part of your reading. The charms are really going to clarify it for you, make it much more personal to you. So choice A, B, or C, right? And I'll see you guys there in just a second. Hi, group 2. How are you? For those of you who chose our manifesting Buddha, we'll put him over here as our little mascot. And let's see, what do we have? Okay, we have liftoff. So obviously, oh, you couldn't see the number. That's number 9. Because I know lots of you guys like to see the numbers of what's going on here. Ooh, okay, so we have cellular healing. Nice. Especially given the circumstances in the world right now. Change of mind. And we have the assistance card. Okay. So, you know, I'm finding that interesting. Group 1 had the rejuvenation card, which is a rejuvenation of either mind, body, or spirit, or one of those things. And here you guys have cellular healing. So it feels to me like there's definitely a lot of healing going on. But I feel like, you know, for some of you, this will actually be physical healing, like, you know, you get ahead of any, you know, chronic kind of things that you may be suffering with. But I feel like this is also a time of, like, releasing a lot of stuff that we carry cellularly within our bodies because we have the change of mind card. And that is talking about working on this. And a lot of the times when we do our personal growth work and do the release work, that not only do we release that energy that's stored in our body that actually is the basis of what creates illness within us, but we have a complete shift of perception of ourselves and, you know, life and people who are in our lives. Because, okay, I'm just going to shush just for 1 second. It's this one and this one. They're making me draw another card and I have to do it. I have to be a big girl. And the reason that I'm saying that is because we have the liftoff card here. And you see how this just looks like this rocket is just like shooting out into space, and it's like literally like splitting the ethers open, right? And that is like a card of success, of rising above whatever situations and things maybe have been going on for you guys, say in March, that there's some sort of shift in what's been going on with that. And you have this feeling of like actually making progress and getting ahead of these things. Nice. Okay. And we have Master number 22, Cosmos of the Heart. We have the work card, which number 10 is about balancing your regular everyday life with your spiritual life, and it's about balancing your work life with your spiritual life. And a lot of the times I find really when this card is coming up that for those of you who do get this card, there's something about wanting to make that switch so that your work life is your spiritual life, or that you're doing work, not because not everybody is spiritual who watches these readings, that you're doing work that has meaning to you, that when you go to bed at the end of the night and you lay your head down on that pillow, you're like, you know what? I feel so good about what I do out here in the world. Like, I'm making a difference. I'm touching people's lives in some way, whether big or small. And I feel good about me, that I'm using, you know, all of me in this job. So I feel like this card here is like the biggest, the key player in this whole reading. So the last card we have here is Path of the Soul. And I'm going to say with this card, I always see this as like we're standing inside the body and we're just miniature and we're looking up inside the spinal column, because this is the spinal column and these are the ribs that come out. And we're looking straight up into the crown, up into spirit, right? It's like almost like ascension, that kind of thing. But the Path of the Soul card is literally about you stepping into your path and purpose and kind of shifting away from the old life that you created based on this persona of you that you know had developed over the years, and kind of letting go of that and letting go of the story of that person so that you can really clear the way to be truly you, authentically you out here in the world. And you know, when we really get past a lot of these things within us, we find most of us have that calling from within us to do something that's important or that matters, so that you know, that it begins to really balance. Like, there's something about gaining a balance here, that the work that you're doing and putting energy out into actually brings energy or feeds energy back into you, right? So it's an exchange. It's ever flowing outwards and flowing back to you. And that's what a lot of Cosmos of the Heart is talking about as well, which is really stepping into your heart and following your heart, even when it doesn't make sense, even when your logical mind goes, what the hell? You know, like, and just giving that voice and those judgments that come with your mind way less power, so that you can really authentically step into your true path and do the work that you're here to do. Now, the other thing with this card, though, that I'm feeling with this, because of the other two cards that we have here, with Cosmos of the Heart being here, the change of mind, and the cellular healing card, like with all three of these, you guys, together, they're kind of telling me this story of really reaching deep this month. Like, it's like I get that feeling of like a lot of introspection going on, and really going into the deep, dusty corners of your inner self, the places that you've been maybe hesitant to visit, into the, old relationships and hurts and experiences that have been going on, to really go in there with your broom and start cleaning that stuff out, like spring cleaning kind of idea. And with that, there is something about relationships here. There's a healing for you with your past relationships here. And it's just such a strong feeling that I can't ignore it. And that is putting you into this headspace where, where that liftoff card is talking about. It's like, on a really deep cellular level kind of thing, releasing. Oh, there's the card there. Releasing, letting go of a lot of this old garbage, so that you literally can lift off, right? You're not weighted down with all that stuff. But the last card that's sitting here is the assistance card. And so it feels to me like what they're talking about with that, everything seems to be twofold with you guys. There's all this balancing. There's a lot of Libra energy happening in this reading. That with this assistance card, it is talking in one way that a part of your path is in some way to be in assistance to other people in some fashion or form, right? But the other part of this card is talking about, for this month of April, that there's assistance coming in for you to kind of help you, dust out your heart space, sweep it out, make the changes, healing, personal growth work, that sort of thing, that you've got some sort of support in there. And this most likely is going to come in really kind of abstract ways that you aren't expecting. But I also feel like there's a person or people, like I don't know which it is, that you're going to be able to bounce some of this off of, like your ideas or what's coming to you, and the understanding or epiphanies that come for you this month, because it does have that feeling of epiphanies. Now, we are not finished yet. We have your part 2 of your reading, which is going to be the charms, and that will really bring a new twist or flavor to what this is that we're talking about. So A, B, or C, I'll see you guys there. Hi, group 3. How are you? For those of you who chose our prayers, Buddha, it's a little amethyst in his hand. It's so cute. Okay. Whoop. In shot, right? Okay. So what do we have here? Okay. So we have the commitment card. We'll have to wait. I'll have to wait to make a comment till I see the rest of the cards. Okay. Violet Flame. You know what? This is amazing. All 3 readings this week had a card of healing in it. That's pretty amazing. Oh. Earth Angel. Beautiful. And Astral Realms. Okay. Now, I have to say, where the other 2 groups were predominantly about their own healing in different ways, you know, with the Violet Flame card and the Earth Angel card coming out together, that to me is talking about healers, you guys being a group of healers, whether you intentionally are healing or not. I mean, that can simply be your presence, you know, just things that you happen to say, you know, really help bring people deep understanding, and begin to see what they need to see to heal and move on. Or, you know, you're full out bore energy healer doing healing work. You know, it's going to be every end of the scale here because this is a group reading. But there's something very strong in there. So, you guys got the Earth Angel card, right? And you got the Birth of Angels. And I love this one. This is my favorite fractal because this was a soul portrait that I did for myself, not knowing what would show up when it was finished, just so you know. Anyhow, with the Birth of Angels, do you see how there's thousands of these little angels? And I mean, there's literally thousands all the way to infinity rising up, right? And a lot of the times when the Birth of Angel card is coming up, it's telling me that you're going through some harder times, that there's, you know, maybe you guys are really feeling that isolation, or there's some feeling of depression, or just not being able to get your head above water and just float, like, and instead you're just like treading and fighting like mad to stay above water, right? That is a master number 44, just so you know, so you can see that as well. That's a 4, and we have 43. So, and this card is 31, which equals 4. Holy 4 cannoli. 4 is about balance, right? And that, you know, with that Birth of Angels card being the master number to carry like that, I feel like this is the key card in our reading today. That with that, you know, they are talking about you getting through this down period that you're in, like really overcoming this. And I feel like they're saying when you look at this Astral Realms card, there's literally like light at the end of the tunnel, because it looks like you're going into this astral tunnel. And I want to say that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And I have to say, because the Earth Angel card is out here, that this comes out for you guys who are like these beautiful, sensitive souls. And, you know, everything that's said and done and happens out here in the world, it touches you, it impacts you, it affects you. You guys are the empaths. And, you know, that is a part of your gift, right? Because your sensitivity, your intuition, your empathy, your ability to be an empath is a part of your gift that you're here to be in service with in the world, to help others with their healing. But sometimes the healer needs to heal. Most often we learn what it is we need to teach, and we teach what it is we need to learn. And what I mean by that is we're in this circle or cycle of having all these more difficult, it seems like more difficult experiences that we go through for our own healing journey, so that when we come through them and we heal through that process, we're gaining all these tools that we put on our tool belt. And then when we're out here to be in service of others, we're like, oh, I see what you're going through. It's that. And guess what? I have a tool for that. This is the tool. And this is how you use it. You know, it's kind of like that sort of thing. You're going through the experience so that you can be at par with a true understanding for the other people that you are here to help and heal and nurture in this world. Because with that Earth Angel card, the word nurture is very, very synonymous with it. Okay. So there, again, it is, okay. The Violet Flame card is about coming to the light, getting yourself out of that dark tunnel. But the beautiful thing with this Violet Flame card, now the lighting seems to be great today. There is, right in here, there is a bat. And I hope it's showing up on the video. And with that bat is change. And I feel like what they are saying is that for this month, you guys, for the month of April, there is a change coming in that, where you kind of get your second wind, where you start to feel the sunlight on your face, feel the breeze on your skin, and you're like, I've risen and I've come back to life. And now it's about, you'll be shifting your gears to like getting yourself up from there to being out there and in service. And the reason I'm saying that is because this bad boy showed up, and this is the Joyous card. And I see these as two squinty, there's squinty eyes like this because it's smiling so much, and this little tiny grin in there. Now, this card is all the heart chakra colors, because green, which one of the viewers said last week on the live, green is the color of the heart chakra. Yes, green is the color of the heart chakra. Absolutely. But pink is the sister color to the heart chakra. So whenever you see pink, it's an alternate color that also represents the heart chakra. The two work together. And this is literally like talking about, like in one way, like a healing of the heart. And you see how that energy is just like flowing out of there. And that's talking about you being in this place. So I feel like by the time mid-April is rolling around, so sometime within the next 2 weeks, you're going to have that kind of breakthrough energy, right? So just hold on here. But I also feel, because this Astral Realms card is showing up, that Astral Realms card, like in the booklet, it's talking about meditating and presence and stillness and doing that sort of spiritual connecting and, really coming in contact with the truth self and with the divine and with your angels. And I really have to say, it feels to me like this month you guys are going to really see, feel, experience support from the other side. And if you do connect with angels, I would say that most of you are going to have that angelic kind of synchronicities, messages, signs, whatnot from your angels that are kind of like, because that Astral Realms card is talking about breaking through the veil of this reality into an alternate reality or into a greater reality, right? And with the last card that's here, now I understand what that commitment card is, because this is actually about you making that commitment to yourself, that you know that joy is how you are intended to be living. And it is about, healing up these last few things that need to heal within your heart to really let you be free, to be in service, to then, see and understand how it is that you are here to bring healing to others. And this is your commitment to that journey. Okay, that was pretty powerful. So we're not done yet. We have some beautiful charms from our tickle trunks to choose from, A, B, or C, right? So I will see you guys there in just a second. Are you? Okay, so let's see what we have for charms. I'm just going to open it up here. I mean, the box is, sorry, it's really full. So I'm just trying to dig it out without, okay. So I'm just going to tuck this guy over here. Maybe we'll switch. We'll go like that. All right. So what do we have? Guitar. So we've got music. All right. So the guitar, of course, if you play musical instruments, they're talking about you really connecting to your music, practicing with your instruments just to get you into that space of like forgetting the world and that sort of thing. But with the guitar, a lot of that is really being mindful of using music to help your mood, right? Because music is such a big influencer of how we feel, or helping to change the vibes of how we feel. Now let's see what this guy is, because that is flipped. Oh, and we have a Pegasus. Okay. So, with that winged horse, horses to me, in general, represent a powerful spirit. Like they are power, freedom, that sort of thing. But, and there's a gentleness to their power. But with that being the Pegasus, I feel like this is like you really starting to spread your wings, so to speak, and really starting to feel yourself into that, the feeling of your own power and gentle nature, that power and gentleness, like mixing in the two. That's really beautiful. And there's a lot about the mystical, the mythical, that sort of thing going on. And look at that. We have two owls here, guys. And not only just two owls, but this owl actually has its wings spread. So again, I feel like it's mirroring that message from the Pegasus, which is flying. And, owls represent wisdom, right? But this is about really gaining or tapping into your own inner wisdom and your own, like I have to say, your own spiritual connection, because we have a cross that represents, it's not necessarily formalized religion, but your idea of spirituality, okay? And this is about you really using your own discernment about, what's out there as far as knowledge, information, and stuff, and really discerning what is right for you, what is not right for you, and really going within to your own source for that knowledge and wisdom that you have. Now, we also have Leo coming up. So with Leo, I feel like that kind of fits with this guitar in a way, because Leo, even though they're like, Leo is like the romance, are the romance people of the zodiac. Now, this can mean that there's some Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars kind of people in your life for this month. You may have a Leo come back into your life, or a Leo person is quite significant to you. But if not, it can also be talking about just the energies that Libra or Leo represents, being like you taking on some of those energies this month. So you could be, a bit of a romantic. With Leo, they really do like to be the star of the show. They like to be in the spotlight. They want to be seen and heard. The other thing with Leo is surprisingly, Leo is very family oriented and very, like, Leos are into their children, very much so. And so I feel like this could be talking a lot about a lot of interaction with your kids or children, if you have children, and relationship building with them this month. It really does have that sort of feeling. Now, we also have this angel here. Oh, that's what it says. Sorry, I had to read it. So I'm trying to get it close to the camera. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it says angel watching over me. And that's for you, you guys. You guys have an angel watching over you this month. I'm sure it's more than just this month. But I have a feeling that you're going to have a lot of angel signs and that sort of thing happening for you. Now, we also have a key. And I feel like that key really works with these owls because keys open doorways. And there's something about like gaining a key to move you through into a higher understanding, higher whatever. There's something about opportunities opening up for you, that sort of thing, and with this, I'm trying to pick it up. Okay, there we go. We have this hummingbird. Okay, can you see her? So cute. And when I see hummingbird, I am hummingbird to me, because hummingbirds have been known to chase off eagles, and eagles are one of the greatest predators that we have. And I feel like, they're talking about not letting fear hold you back, that this is about conquering and overcoming. But the other thing that I really need to say with this hummingbird is that hummingbirds expend a lot of energy. They burn a tremendous amount of energy and they need to refuel a lot. And I feel like this is also a message in some sense that this is about you, being mindful of how much energy you're putting out there and receiving that back, or allowing yourself to receive it, or getting the energy that you need from other things like, music and other things that really touch your heart and bring you joy, okay? Because we do have the heart here. We have the shining star, the dolphin, and the little dragonfly here. So with that star, it says something. I have to just pick it up to see what it says. Okay, it's illegible to me. But with that star there, I feel like that's really works well with that Leo energy, where I had said Leos really like to be the star, the shining star. Dragonflies really connect us to other realms because they are both water and air creatures. And so this is like breaking barriers, breaking through different realms in a way. And dragonflies have a strong connection to fairy or fae energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of pops up for you guys quite a bit this month. And with the dolphin card, even though dolphins, absolutely, they have they're one of the smartest animals on earth. But the feeling that I'm getting with this dolphin, I just keep hearing their chirp and laughter, and I feel like that they're talking about you really going after the things that make you happy and bring you joy, and seeking out the people to talk to this month, even if it's by text and FaceTime or whatnot, that it is about you having more laughs and just really enjoying yourself in it and stepping into that playfulness. And I feel like that shell is talking about you coming out of your shell, so to speak, with that, especially with that Leo card, because Leos like to be the life of the party, that kind of energy. Not that if you're a natural introvert that you'll be a life of party, but it's about you coming out of your shell and just really enjoying yourself and whatever company that you have more this month. Now we have both the watermelon and we have this little fork. So I feel like it's saying be mindful of what you're feeding yourself. And I don't mean that just literally as in like food and nutrition, but I see that as what you're putting into here, like into your mind. And, because of that music card, that it's watch, the kind of shows that you're watching, whatnot, make sure that they're positive and uplifting and bringing you that kind of joy and good feeling, because there's a big message here about shifting your energy, okay, and getting you kind of leveling up, so to speak, into a higher energy. Okay, group 1, that is your reading. I am available for personal readings, and since they're on sale, this is the time. So all my information is down below. Please do hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again this Sunday for the live reading or the live intuition workshop. I'll see you guys soon. Hi, Group B. How are you? Okay, so I'm just going to dig a little handful here and whoops. Okay, so we need just a couple more charms. Okay, we have 3 astrological signs showing up here. So we have, I can't even read, oh, it says Virgo. So we have Virgo. I'm going to move this to the other side. We have Virgo here. We have Capricorn. So we've got a lot of earth energy. And we have Cancer, which is water. So Virgos, Capricorns, or Cancers could be important people for you this month, okay? They could be coming back into your life or just being our significant people. I feel like we need just a couple more charms here. There we go. All right. So with the Virgo, everyone associates perfectionism with Virgo, but the big thing with Virgo is they're very service oriented and they're very much pleasers. So if these aren't representing actual people in your life, they're talking about these sort of energies being more dominant for you this month. And so I feel like they're talking about more of a service oriented kind of energy coming for you. Virgo is very health and natural, natural medicine oriented. So a lot of that could be coming up for you as well. With Capricorn, which is also earth energy, Capricorns are really good at hunkering down for the most part and getting things done. So there's something about getting stuff done this month, and it may take time because Saturn rules Capricorn, and so it may take you time to get what you need organized, because Virgo is very organized. And so it feels like these two working together is taking time to get things organized and in the right order for you. And with that Cancer, Cancer is ruled by the moon. So, family is a big thing with Capricorn, family as a whole, but, or Cancer, sorry. And also intuition, you may find that you're a little bit more emotional, or maybe wearing your heart on your sleeve a little more, but that's okay, because it is about not retreating into your shell this month. And it's nice that this reading is one of the few that doesn't have a shell showing up. So I feel like this is more embracing those water signs of being really sensitive, the intuition, connecting with family and people that are important to you. We have the bike here. So with that bike showing up, that's talking about the need for physical activity this month. So you might find that you're taking up different kind of hobbies to fill your time, since we're on quarantine right now, but it is like getting your butts outside, out for walks, biking, hiking, whatever you can do according to the weather in the area that you live in, okay? We have an apple a day, which, these two things really go with that Virgo energy of health and well-being and wellness and that sort of thing. And you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And so I feel like they're talking about actual nutrition, paying attention to your physical activity and what you're eating, because we tend to eat ourselves crazy when we are bored and stuck in the house. And it's saying like, make good choices this month. Okay. Now, what else do we have? Oh, look at that. So we have 2 stars here this month. And I really like that. And I feel like, the stars, while they can be about being a shining star, they can also be guides in the sky, like following that northern star. And so it's just giving me that feeling or impression of maybe connecting a little bit more strongly this month to your guides and feeling like you have more kind of direction, like somewhere to follow, somewhere to head with that. Now, we do have the spider. I'm going to pick that up so you can see it, because this is not just a spider, but this is also a spider on a spider web. And so with seeing the web, it has a slightly different connotation, because spider she is the weaver of the alphabet. And so with that, I feel like they're talking about getting some writing or journaling done for you guys this month. There's something about getting words out on paper, okay? And, with this, with the writing, with the activity, watching your health, that sort of thing that they're talking about here, we have the bee. And it feels to me like, bees are productive. They get things done. We always say, oh, the little worker bee, right? And so I feel like they're talking about you guys having a really productive month. But we also have, I'm just going to hold him up close so you can see him, because he's quite cute. He's this little devil dude, and he's like sneaking away. We're looking at his back. And when I see that, I'm feeling like temptations. And it feels like you guys might be tempted this month to things that may not be of your best interest, but ooh, they're just so good and bad and juicy that you just might do it. Lip biting, should I do it? And so I'm not going to say yes, do it, no, do it. I'm just going to say there's some temptations going up, but just make sure you're making the best choices for you, right? Now, I want to see what else we have here. Okay. Oh, so we have both the tree of life symbol and the flower symbol. And I feel like this is talking about what I was saying with this bike. It's about getting your butts outside, connecting with nature. There's a lot to do with this tree of getting grounded. So I feel like I want to say to you guys, like, really look at doing grounding meditations this month, getting outside and feeling the soles of your feet hitting the earth, and having a mindfulness meditation when you walk to get you grounded and out of your heads. Now we have the little crown here, and this one, it says princess. And so I feel that for those of you who are female, this is talking about you guys, giving yourselves those treats, treating yourself, like a princess, and doing all those really girly things for yourself. And, like painting your nails, doing your hair, doing all that stuff, and just feeling good, even if you don't have anywhere to go to show it off. It's not about that. Okay. And for guys, I really feel like, if you're in relationship, they're kind of talking about bringing more of that treating your girl like a princess this month, giving her some extra special attention in whatever way. I think I just gained 40,000 new female followers who are all dating these men. I'm just teasing. Now, we also have the candle. And for me, candles represent prayer. But I feel like that's talking about what we were talking about here with getting yourself out into nature and doing like that walking meditation and mindfulness and really connecting to spirit and Mother Earth. Okay. Now we have the home. This is like a building or, like your castle. And so while, yes, you're going to be spending the month a lot in your home, it feels like there's a big switch for you in your mindset about being at home because you're getting so much done. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing a lot of cleaning out the closets, doing stuff, because this is a productive bee time. Okay. And we have the little heart. And I feel like all of this stuff is just really going to really put you guys into a good space of feeling good. But the last one that I want to say is this fairy chime. I have a very mischievous feeling. Like I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are like losing things randomly. And fairies are notorious for kind of like taking things and hiding things. And I don't know why I feel that way with this charm this time, but I'm really feeling like you could have some mischievous sprite energy around your house and you're like, where are my keys? Where are my glasses? Where's my pen? That sort of thing going on. It'll be interesting if you come back at the end of the month and let me know how that goes. Okay, guys, that is your chime reading. I hope you guys join me on Sunday for the live reading. We're either doing a card reading or we're doing the intuitive development. I really look forward to seeing you. I am available for personal readings. And please do hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Hi, Group C. How are you? All right. Let's pop open our little treasure chest here, and I'm just going to dig and stir and toss them up. And I don't know what's in here for astrology signs, but we'll at least get one out on the table. Okay, so what do we have? I'm just going to get them flipped over first, guys, so I can see. Okay, so we've got a little teeny weeny guitar. And we have a strawberry. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. And we have a fish. Okay, so we have a couple of keys here. And I feel like keys, whenever I see keys, these are opportunities. And so I feel like there's going to be a few opportunities coming to you guys this week. Wow, look at this. Okay, I see a little story. Actually, I'm going to switch this over. I'm going to move these away so that our groups are making more sense here. So these keys are like opportunities, but we also have this 4-leaf clover thing going on. So I want to bring this down here for you guys. With that 4-leaf clover, and we have 2, ship wheels. And I always say that when I see these, this is about manning or being the captain of your own ship. And it feels like there's some sort of opportunity that brings you some sort of more responsibility. I feel like this could be like that lucky break kind of thing. Like you get an opportunity at something that you've been wanting or hadn't thought of, but like is really kind of this amazing opportunity. I feel like that's coming for you guys here in May. So, wow. And also look at this. We have both the turtle and the rabbit, which is like the tortoise and the hare. So I feel like the mythology or, the the meaning behind the story of the tortoise and the hare is really important for you guys this month. That it isn't about rushing through and getting things done, or, using force and pressure to get through this month. That this is really about having patience and taking your time. Okay. Very much so with this card, because, in the story of the tortoise and the hare, even though the rabbit was faster, and, a big bragger all conceded, oh, I'm the greatest, it was the slow little turtle who ultimately won the race. And that is the sign of patience. So it's not about racing this guy. It's about taking your time to get through your month, and really dealing with each thing as it comes up with love, kindness, compassion, and patience. Now, let's see. I think this is our Aquarius. I can't, I don't have my glasses on. So we have the Aquarius sign showing up. So yes, Aquariuses could be important to you. Maybe their sun, moon, Venus, Mars in Aquarius. It could be an Aquarius who's associated with whatever kind of opportunity or whatnot that is coming up for you this month. But if it isn't, there's a lot about Aquarius energy being important for you this month. And Aquarius, they're very humanitarian. Aquarius, what I love, my favorite thing about Aquarius is they are original. They think outside the box. They are unique. They're ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is an outside of the box kind of planet. And it's also like the lightning bolt, the strike out of the blue. And so it's the unexpected that I always associate with the sign of Aquarius, with Uranus being its ruler. Now, with that, I do have to say that there's something about original thinking, because Aquarius can be quite original in their thinking. So there's something about originality, original thoughts, new thinking patterns, and intuitive insights happening here, because there's great epiphanies that can come through the sign of Aquarius. So that's pretty amazing for you guys. Now we have a palm tree. Oh, look at that. And we have both, like, I'm gonna scoochy this little grouping down there and this little grouping here for you. And then I'm gonna talk about this, because we also have both the guitar, and this is, this is a music sign. So, with that music sign and the guitar, again, this is about using music as a tool to affect and elevate your mood. Okay, that's going to be really important. And even things like just playing frequency music in your home to like clean out the energy, that sort of thing. But if you need a boost, play crazy wild dance music. If you need to calm down, put on, relaxation Zen music. Like really, music is going to have a powerful influence for you in this month. So it's a good opportunity for you to really explore that. Oh, now we have the unicorn. Oh, okay. So, so a lot of people say this wards off evil. And I kind of have to say that I feel like in one way what that's talking about is that kind of theme of energy really works over here with the 4-leaf clover, like warding off evil, lucky charms. Like it's like you guys have that kind of lucky break. There's something pretty amazing here that's going to happen for you guys. And I'm interested to find out what that is. Now with the strawberry, I feel like this is like allowing yourselves to have the treats, like treat yourself in whatever sort of way that works for you, whether that means letting yourself break your diet and have some treat, like chocolate and stuff like that, and just giving to yourselves the special little things and special little treatment, because that's what the strawberry really represents. Now we have both a fish and a palm tree. Okay, we have a starfish and a fish. So there's a lot of water energy that's happening here. And I have to say, with that, I feel like, you know, a lot of the beaches and ocean areas are closed. If you are able to find a body of water that you are able to be near for this month, please do that, because there's something about you connecting with water. If not, having nice long baths, that sort of thing. And it's in doing that, not only does it ground your energy, but water can really cleanse your energy, clear your thoughts, that sort of thing. And there's something about that going on. Now, with the unicorn, you know, it's one of those mythical creatures that, and we don't know if it exists, but but there's something about embracing the magic of life this month. And that, again, I'm pointing over to our little unicorn is going over here because it's the unexpected, what you don't think could happen can happen. It's the magical kind of things happening in life this month for you. So I can't wait to hear what this is, you guys. I hope you come back and let me know. So our last two are the bird, and we have, I hope you can see her well. She's three-dimensional, so she's not sitting flat. So we have the bird, which is taking off, spreading your wings, flight, that sort of thing, and the palm tree. And I know, depending on where you live, in most places in the world, seeing palm trees is talking about travel and vacation. And I feel like it is okay for you guys to make plans to travel, that even though you may not do it this month, it's about getting that in order, because there's something about taking off and taking flight, right? So, you know, what you're thinking may not be impossible can be possible. Okay. All right, group 3, that is your reading. I hope you join me this Sunday for our live card reading or intuition, workshop. And I am available for personal readings. My info is down below. Please do hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Take care.